So this guy here is going 80.
Yeah.
All that wood in the back.
Yeah.
Unsecured. Oh, now let's watch him. Look at me. I'm filming you. Look at me. Hey, wave. Hey there, guys. I am filming this for my new trailer. I know that most of you believe that I have not moved yet, so I'm making this video of proof and to show you how stressful the move really was to move up to Oregon from California. Now, it is actually cold. We happened to move right when it started raining, so whenever it seems to rain at the border of Oregon, it most likely is snowing in Cottage Grove, and apparently that is where we've moved to, is Cottage Grove. So right now it is at least a decent 32 degrees outside to 29, and we had decided to start our trip in the middle of the night, but the thing is that it was dark, so I couldn't really get a lot of footages, and since it was dark, all I got were, only buildings that were lit up at night. Like, for example, I had a couple images from a couple buildings of business that happens to put another building, the exact same building, right next to each other, but across the street from itself, and right across from them was another business that did the exact same thing. It wasn't until actually that after we had got out of the dark that finally we were only about a quarter of the halfway there. And so, sorry I can't really show you a lot of the footage from the way up. Alright, this is day one of our move. We've got most of the... We decided halfway that we're just going to move in the middle of the night. That room's too dark. Yep. Alright. And so, the reason why I decided to start filming now is because I want everyone on YouTube to see my dad's packing abilities. Alright, there's my dad. You're able to fit most of everything in there. We've got a stereo right in the middle, and you can't really see anything in there. Just take one. Having fun packing?
Yeah. Nothing like it. Oh, don't forget your animal crackers.
Oh my goodness!
Don't forget your animal crackers.
My animal crackers! Oh my god, I love those animal crackers. This right here on top helps dilate it. So, can you see it?
Is it going now?
It should be filming. Are the numbers popping out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So, on the count of 3, I'm going to close this. It should be the last door of our move. 1, 2.
There it is.
Oh, we didn't film it!
Getting a shot of the city right there.
Well, it's not really come up that well in the... Especially through your, horrible cleaned window.
Okay, I gotta clean that too. We're gonna get gas anyway.
I just want to show a video of what this place looks like at night. We have now entered LA. Or we've been in LA the whole time, I just never noticed. We're in the LA.
Hey look, there's still nothing to look at. It's amazing. The searchlight, they're calling for Batman.
About 5 minutes I want to listen to my program, alright?
Oh, your program. Your little Christian music, huh?
Yes.
I remember when I was like younger, I saw one of those searchlights and I was like, hey, let's go find out what that searchlight was. It just ended up being like a car salesman.
Car lot.
Yeah. I was so keen on like, oh, there's an event going on, we must find out. Only to find out that that event was just a guy who was not selling that well of cars. And look! Cars!
Get off the stereo here.
Yeah, pretty much I have to rest my arm on top of the stereo that my dad was so keen on taking with us. Because if I don't, then the stereo would like smash forward and put us in park. So I'm holding back the stereo with one arm while filming with the other arm. And hoping that there's something interesting to film, but so far it seems taking the 5 is a very dull drive. A long and dull drive, I should say. The reason why it's somewhat blurrier than usual is because, for one, it's getting darker, and it is now raining harder than it was before. So, nothing interesting to film yet, but I'll continue to try to get as much footage of my move to Oregon as I possibly can for all my friends and family members who are interested on how the move is going. And I know, you're all out there thinking, no, your dad keeps telling us that you're going to move, and then 2 days later you don't move. When you go make up your mind and just do it. Well, this video that I'm doing is my proof, and I'm pretty sure the absence of me being at home is also proof that I have moved to Oregon. And apparently there's a storm coming in on Monday. That's why we decided to move now while it's, Saturday. It's late, of course, it's like 10:39, but we just wanted to avoid that whole thing as best we can. And right there, yep, I don't know if I can see it with the camera, but I'll zoom in as best I can. To the left of us is Magic Mountain. There's one of the roller coasters up here. Yeah, you just hit like a giant bump in the middle of the freeway, which caused me to jump up and down and hit my head on top of the car. Alright, there were actually, the way the camera's picking this up is exactly how it actually is. It's this dark. And I personally do believe that this is the worst area to break down in, because to the left there's like a mountainside, and I don't even know what's on the right of us because it's so dark.
Right there.
There's a cop?
Yep.
Where? Up ahead? Oh, I see it. He's like... Let's see if the camera can pick it up. My binoculars. Oh, he's right there. The brightest lights. Guess he's already put someone over. right? We should put the defroster on. It's kind of just a little foggy. And so yeah, me and my dad were just talking about how I've been to Oregon twice. How many times have you been to Oregon?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
So you've been to Oregon
5, 6 times.
So you've been to Oregon 6 times? Because at first you're like 3. I'm like 3. Oh, that's about the same as I have. And you're like 4, 5, 6. Never mind. That's more than I've been there. But what I'm saying is, like, I've never taken this route before. How many times have you taken this route before?
4.
You've taken this route 4 times?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, it's already dropped 4 degrees here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Let's see if the camera will pick it up. Yeah, 26 degrees. Oh, I just love filming the darkness. It reminds me of the time when Dana Point had a blackout and all the street lamps were out, and it was me, James, and Jonathan, and we were driving back home from Newport, and of course, you know, Jonathan was like screaming out the window as usual. But this right here, it just reminds me how, like, mostly how dark it is out there. I know that it's too dark to see anything that's around us, but right now we're surrounded by open field. We're about 223 miles away from San Francisco. I've already mentioned this once, but I want to mention it again. I am seriously sick and tired of going in this straight direction, and I would have liked it that whoever made this freeway would have put a couple of zigzags in it, or like a couple of loop-de-loops. What is this picture on the back of this truck? Looks like a bear and 2 penguins. Huh. Anyways. Oh, and like every once in a while we get the occasional random bridge. Like there's one coming up right here. It's not like it's timed or even like distant in miles. It's just the occasional random bridge that they decide, you know what, let's just put one there just for the hell of it. I think the entire time we've been driving, we've been driving this now for like what, an hour? Yeah, an hour. Alright, so we've been driving in a straight direction in a field that at first when we started we smelled burnt tires, and then it was like a combination of like manure and strawberries, and now it just smells like erasers. And the entire time we've been doing this, we've only crossed one bridge, and that was exciting because that was like the one difference that we went through.